Remember that movie Pinocchio? You know, the one where the dude gets the super long nose because he lies all the time? Well, that movie will teach you every single thing you need to know about the Scrum Master role in a way that even your kids will understand. Let me explain. Now, let's think about that movie Pinocchio. It's an awesome movie. Back in the day, go check it out, right? Walt Disney brings it alive. It's about a wooden boy, right? Who's brought alive by his puppet master father. And through his living, he becomes a real boy. Now, the beautiful part about that is that Pinocchio, through the lessons, through living, faces all the demons that exist in life. He's being pulled this way and that way, and he's having to suffer and succeed. And through living, he becomes a real boy. Boy, it is an awesome story. It's stood the test of time, and you should watch it, okay? Now, there was one character in the Pinocchio movie and all the things that was really helpful. What was his name? His name was Jiminy Cricket. Now, I brought Jiminy here. Hey, Jiminy, what's up, dude? Jiminy's here, and Jiminy played a key role for Pinocchio. Now, what was his role? He was the conscience of Pinocchio. And this little blue fairy that made bloop, actually Jiminy Cricket show up. She said, let your conscience be your guide. That was the big message that Jiminy Cricket had the entire time. Now, if you think about it, the person sitting on my shoulder right now, Jiminy Cricket, he doesn't have a lot of power over me. It's just a little cricket. I could do anything I wanted with this cricket. I could knock the cricket off, and I could have the cricket jump back on. And in reality, if this person is advising me and whispering in my ear, say something, Jiminy. There you go. All right, telling me the good and the bad and what I should do, I have a decision whether to listen to them, right? They have no real power. In a sense, they're a servant leader, Jiminy is. But what is Jiminy doing through the Pinocchio movie? What did Jiminy do? He set the eyes for Pinocchio on what being valiant is, being, following a North Star, following your conscience, being a good boy, in a sense, operating well. Now, the whole time, Pinocchio had to learn for himself. And at the end, he did realize that the advice that Jiminy was giving was great. But through the tribulations of going there, he got turned into a donkey, if you remember, sent to this island smoking cigars and living terrible, and almost got sent to this terrible island of misfits. It was, horrific in a sense. Jiminy was always there the entire time, doing his best to guide him along, all right? Knowing that he's going to make mistakes, Pinocchio, but Jiminy's going to try to bring him back, and he's never going to judge him, and he's always going to try to lead him toward the light, in a sense. Now, why am I going through and reciting the entire Disney movie? It's because in this example, this little dude, Jiminy Cricket, is just like you as a servant leader, as a Scrum Master. Now, in reality, Scrum Masters don't have any formal authority, right? They are there to hold people, to guide people, to coach people, to facilitate, pulling them back to an overall better way of doing things, guiding them slowly and methodically, pushing and pulling in the best way possible to get them to understand, the team, the product owner, the stakeholders, understand how to operate efficiently and precisely to the agile way of doing business, the agile methodology, the agile manifesto, all these things. Now, what he's not doing, because the nature, I like the metaphor of Jiminy Cricket, he can be knocked off the shoulder at any time, right? So that Scrum Master has to respect their position and know that they're not there to whoosh, crack whips. They're there to bring understanding through questions, through, highlighting things, through, emphasizing the good points that are done and letting them know that the bad things led them in a terrible direction, but leading them back so that they can constantly get better. So as we look at ourselves as Scrum Masters and servant leaders, we should see ourselves a little bit like Jiminy Cricket, right? The conscience of the team, the guider of the team, the protector of the team, always with the team's best, desires in mind, trying to lead them in the right direction, knowing that the power that they exert is just there through influence, not through cracking a whip or authority. It should be respected, should be valued. Through relationships, he's building his influence and guiding them through. So what you need to do now, if you really want to get good at Agile, if you really want to get good at the PMP exam, is you should sit down with your kids, or if you don't have kids, just sit down and watch Pinocchio. I think as you see Jiminy Cricket, you'll see the role different. You'll be able to come at this with a new perspective, a more useful perspective, and one that can actually produce really good bottom line benefits. So thank you, Jiminy. I appreciate it. See you guys soon. Let's continue to get better, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.